Hi, Aries. It's Kendrick. I told myself that I was gonna move this glass. Okay, you didn't even know it was there until this. Clank, clank. We're just going to vibe now. Whoa! The retrograde. What's been going on with you guys? Where have you been? What have you been doing? What have you been thinking? What are these relationships like? How are you relating to your relationships? What are your perceptions of yourself as to how your relationships have challenged you, taught you things? You know, sorry, I'm not. You do know. I'm using 3 decks today for this proofread. And this proofread is going to be the first one and maybe your only one for October. Give me a slim pickings for the month of October, okay? No, I've just been kind of like, I have water here too. I've been taking a break. You know, it's hot out here for a pimp in the Nueva York. So, every now and then I gotta pull away. You know, I read 4 days out of the week. Now 3. But I was reading 4 consecutive days out of the week, and honey, bunny was not funny. Needed a break. Okay, and I needed to kind of like adjust my schedule, and I also needed a little bit of a break from posting, you know, on YouTube. Because those personal readings, honey, you gotta be ready for that shit. I don't know. I do a lot of personal readings, okay? Face to face, over the phone, throughout the week. And I had to cut back just one day. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking so fucking much. I'm using 3 decks today. I'm just talking because I haven't seen you in a long time, you know? Or, yeah, whatever. We haven't seen each other in a long time. Okay. 1 tarot deck using the Tarot of the Divine Masculine. I'm using the Threads of Fate Rose Gold Oracle. And I'm also using Moonology Oracle cards. Let's shuffle. The music got me like really feeling chill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the cards, and then I'm going to cut them and pull 1 card from the top of each of the decks and read them in an order all the same. Happy birthday to anyone out there who might be, why am I saying this? If you are a Libra cross watcher, hello. Why am I saying happy birthday to your ass? This is Aries fucking reading. Hello. With the Magician being Mercury and being number 1. What's going on there? What you trying to do? You obsessing over somebody or some shit? Alright, enough of that, cross watcher. I'm gonna cut this deck. Got me acting crazy. That's what Libras be doing. Oh, I'm confused now. They doing this to me. And this is Aries' reading. Okay, Aries, there's your tarot card. Now I'm going to use the Threads of Fate. Shuffle that. Look at that. Little sis boom bow. See, this is what happens. It's taken already like this many minutes because I was talking my ass off. And I'm shuffling on camera. Which I don't mind doing that, but sometimes I just like being like, bam, hey, and here's the reading. Because I shuffle in between each reading, you know? Obviously. That is actually not true. If I'm doing readings, like a full spread, yeah, I'm definitely shuffling in between readings. But if I'm doing them all 12 signs, I kind of pull the first 12 cards off the top. But in this case, I'm shuffling for each reading every time, you know, and cutting. So, did I cut those? I don't think I did. And if I did, I'm doing it again. Ooh, I did it again. These Moonology cards were a gift from my sister. And I love them already. Thanks, Shay. This is a good reading for you, too. Because I know your placements. Okay, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You know, if you have a stellium in your first house, that could give you some Aries energy. Or if you have Mars in your first house, definitely. Or Pluto. So that was cut. That was cut. I don't know if I cut the Moonology cards. I'm about to again. Yeah, I don't even feel like I had done that because that feels different. Okay, so we're good. I'm pretty sure I cut the tarot card, but we're going to first start with the Threads of Fate Oracle card. Withdraw. So what are you withdrawing from? You need to pull back. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to be so much out there, be so involved in other people's stuff, you know what I mean? Maybe you need to pull away, you need to pull back, and you need to just kind of recharge too, because you're withdrawing so that you can recharge. Some of you might be needing to recharge soon. Also, if you were pushing for something, maybe you're going to pull back for that, right? Withdrawing from a situation, it could be you withdrawing your entry, okay? If some of you are doing that. If some of you have been really struggling with the fact that you wanted to pull out of something, just, you know, if you know that it's not for you, there's no reason to try to force yourself to do it. You know what I mean? And some of you who are doing something that you know is for you and you're thinking about withdrawing, you're only thinking about withdrawing because you're second guessing yourself, you're second guessing your talent, you're second guessing just the faith in yourself. I don't know, you know, whatever that is. But you need to breathe, you need to relax, okay? Make sure that you're taking care of yourself too. You know what I mean? Getting adequate sleep, okay? And at least just contemplating whatever it is that you need to understand better to make it not seem like it's wearing you out or stressing you out, but you are able to work it out, you know, because you are able to, I don't know, be easy on yourself, okay? It's also withdrawing from the drama of other people. It's withdrawing from maybe even being pushy or being cunning, because this is a fox. And, you know, fox has to do with being very cunning, okay? So, if you're being pushy with people, maybe it's time to not be, right? Let's look and see what your tarot card is. King of Swords, right? Taking the higher road, but it also has that energy of withdrawing because this is Aquarius ruled by Saturn, okay? And this card is also connected to the 4 of Swords, which is that Jupiter in Libra, which is talking about withdrawing. Now, the King of Swords talks about distance. It also talks about, being up there, very cold, okay? Because I'm seeing stratus clouds, I'm seeing cumulus clouds here. And those are very much like stacked on top. So it's a perspective. You're seeing all of the details. That's why you're withdrawing, so that you can contemplate, like I said, and gain more perspective, make sense of something. It's having a mature understanding of what is going on, what is occurring. It's not just seeing one aspect of the situation or seeing the core thing, right? Or that thing that is, I don't know, sort of focused on, okay? We're looking at the bigger picture here with the King of Swords. And this is also connected to, kind of trusting karma, if you will. Just because the King of Swords is ruled by Saturn, which is discipline. So it's knowing when to speak. Okay? This is 1/3 Capricorn. So it's structure. And then it is also, be careful of your attitude, because sometimes the King of Swords can be a know-it-all, okay? And it's coming from 1/3 of Capricorn, which is Capricorn is trying to, maybe dictate or control, okay? And also the Kings all have a little bit to do with control. Directing, something with directing, so maybe you are like, maybe you feel like people might feel like you're speaking out of turn, or people might be feeling like you're being like, oh no, this is what needs to happen. I know, that's why I said, like, the King of Swords seems like it's a know-it-all, but the King of Swords comes after, like, we'll say the Queen of Pentacles, which is Capricorn, and Capricorn is that person who knows what work they put into something. They've kind of like worked their fingers to the bone, and they've worked for a very long time, and even if you see something that could be changed or corrected, sometimes people aren't ready to hear your opinion, or sometimes people aren't ready to kind of like consider whatever it is that you're telling them, because it could be new to them, it could be like a new idea, or it could kind of sound weird to them, or maybe they don't trust that your idea has legs to walk. They're not, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing. Or you might be like that because the King of Swords kind of believes what he wants to believe, and he's telling other people that they might be wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's see what your Moonology card is. Believe in the impossible. Beautiful, which is the blue moon. So this is like having the same moon in the same sign like twice in a month, or maybe twice in a moon cycle. It happens, it does happen. Believe in the impossible. So the King of Swords is talking about the impossible, things that are innovative, things that are new. So you are trying to think about how you can come up with a better idea for something that already exists through Capricorn, the energy that has established something. So yeah, believe in the impossible. You can change it, right? And the King of Swords knows how to deal with sudden shakeups and things like that that occur and take place. So, just stand strong in your convictions, but don't try to convince other people what you know for yourself is true. It may not be true for them. You know what I mean? Bye, Aries.